Have you ever heard of Deadman Wonderland? An anime of all animes, the anime that was set to turn the tides of anime. If you like Tokyo Ghoul, Parasite, children dying, and false accusations, come on down. You might be wondering, what the f are you talking about? False accusations? Children dying? Well, let me explain. Deadman Wonderland is a slice of life about a boy who always wanted to visit his favorite amusement park with his friends. Well, our protagonist is in luck, because he gets visited by the magical Wonderland man who surprises all of his classmates. But unluckily for them, only one can go to the amusement park. But luckily for our protagonist, he gets to go. He even gets a gift from the magical man. He arrives at the amusement park and is greeted by all these wonderful, kind, friendly people. Our protagonist finds out that there's a group of people that can use magic, and he finds out that he can also use magic. This nice, wholesome anime is filled with these light-hearted, episodic adventures with these non-psychotic characters who have zero issues. We got our brilliant main character, Ganta. We got our comedic relief. We got the two childhood friends that definitely don't die in the first 10 minutes. We got the classic smartass. We got the brute who has a weakness for women. And of course we can't forget about the psychotic sister. Our fun-loving cast use their wonderful magic abilities to discover the amazing secret to what's behind Deadman Wonderland. Now it's time for the big reveal. Who's the man behind the mask? Who is the magical Wonderland man? The build-up is here, and it is... Wait, what? Are you fuck? There's nothing worse than watching an anime and thinking, you know, this is really good. It's so good in fact that I might even watch the next couple of seasons. Then wait, there are no other seasons, and oh, it's only 12 episodes. And you might be thinking, that's pretty normal for an anime with a smaller studio. And I guess it is the new anime thing. But then you realize Deadman Wonderland came out in 2011, and there won't be any other episodes. And for an anime riddled with unanswered questions and unfinished characters, you might be wondering why I even decided to make a video on this. And I sometimes wonder that too. But seriously, Deadman Wonderland was an anime that had so much potential. There was a good, enticing story that kept me wondering more about the world. Even though the characters did play along the classic anime tropes pretty much to a T, there were some redeeming qualities about most of the characters. I actually really enjoyed the power system and how each character had their own unique ability. Toward the end, the powers started to get more and more unique. I would have loved to see how ridiculous the powers could have got. And no lie, the dub is actually funny as f.
The card's my responsibility.
Just remember that I gave you the choice.
If you're gonna watch this show, I would definitely watch it in dub. And while these pros are what make the anime enjoyable, it's also what makes the ending hurt so much. There was too many unanswered questions. Like, why is this red dude going out his way to f over a 14-year-old kid? Like, seriously. What makes this Shinji clone so special? Bro almost got one-shotted in the first episode, falsely accused of killing his class, and come on, let's be real. How did they even believe he was capable of doing something like this? Even if there was a fake clip of him admitting to it, what could he have done to achieve this? Another question is, who the f is Shiro? And why does she look like an MHA character? I don't even think they ever explained why she looked like that, and there was like two other characters that look similar to her. How close are Shiro and Ganta? We usually get these brief flashbacks of both Shiro and Ganta when they were kids, but why did Ganta go on to live a normal life and Shiro stayed at Deadman Wonderland? Why does Ganta not remember Shiro? Ganta seems to be completely oblivious about Shiro, even though we see her and him in these flashbacks. And here's a big question. Where the f are Ganta's parents? This is a classic Shinji case where his parents were kind of just absent in his life. And how did everybody else get this power? We all know Ganta got his power from the red guy who seems to be the power source, but then we get a whole cast of other people with the same powers who never explain how they got it. And most importantly, how did nobody know about these powers? Like, they ain't even doing a good job at hiding it if we got Mr. Loose Cannon over here massacring the nearest classroom. Needless to say, the anime leaves a lot of questions unanswered. And yes, the anime. I don't need any manga readers coming in here answering the questions. We're talking about the anime here. Since the anime is only 12 episodes, we barely see any character development. Even though I compare Ganta to Shinji, at least Shinji had some sort of character development. With Ganta, we just see him suffer and act dumb for 12 episodes, while occasionally seeing him do some cool. I could have seen his character going toward the same direction as Shinji, where his power increases as he discovers his purpose or something, but they never really set that up for him except for towards the end. So then we're left with this unfinished one-dimensional character that has the same reaction to every situation. And this is where I feel like the lost potential is. Ganta's main motivation throughout the whole series is to kill the Red Man. It's sort of like Aaron's case, where he wants his revenge on something that ruined his life. Even though Ganta is aware of how powerful the Red Man is, he still wants his revenge. Throughout the show, we're pretty much given the identity of this gentleman, or should I say gentlewoman, because the Red Man is no other than Shiro. This is where I feel like Ganta's character would have made a turning point. We know that Shiro and Ganta are close, and even though Ganta doesn't remember his past with her, we still see them build a bond throughout the show. It gets to the point where he even puts his life on the line for her. If we would have saw him learn about the identity of the person he wanted to kill be none other than Shiro, I feel like he would have had to have made a big decision of whether to kill someone he was willing to die for, and probably die in the process, cause let's be honest, or accept that he's powerless and pull a Shinji. But it goes deeper. Deadman Wonderland is more than just a man versus man conflict, because on the surface level it seems to be the Red Man versus Ganta, but it's really a man versus society conflict, which means that a person is fighting against their society or community, and in this case it's Ganta and his group versus Deadman Wonderland. We see Ganta have the same sort of anger toward Deadman Wonderland itself as he did toward the Red Man. And if we would have got the Red Man reveal, I feel that Ganta would have eventually seen that Shiro isn't the one who's in control, and she probably doesn't even want to kill people. And that would have meant that Ganta would have eventually been fighting against Deadman Wonderland itself along with the rebels. But that's just my theory. If you want to read the finished story, just read the manga. But come to find out, one of the main reasons why the show was cancelled was because of the fact that the anime story strayed too far from the original manga. That, with the mixed bad reception in Japan, kind of made the anime flop. So after all this negativity, would I still recommend this anime? Yes, you should watch Deadman Wonderland. The dub is hilarious, and even though it's only 12 episodes, the story is still good. And if you really get attached to the story and want the full thing, you could just read the manga. But yeah, that's it. See ya.